Hello everyone, and welcome back to my daughter's room that I have been using as a filming studio for a while. Today I have the May 2025 Once Upon a Book Club unboxing.
Moving pictures. Hello there, moving picture.
What's up, Dad?
I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl.
So I get to open a gift on page 25, on page 37, on page 116, and then, oh, I got such a long wait for 249. So, let's get reading. This month's book is Rules for Rune, Mimi Matthews. And this is basically a story of, so there's an academy for girls. When these girls are brought there, they are actually kind of taught how to fight for women's rights, equality, and maybe how to defend themselves. It's a very unusual academy, but the book doesn't actually talk about really the time at the academy. What is actually happening in the book is this main character has been summoned back from the owner whose health is not in the best, and she has a special job for her. So basically she's kind of on this spy mission. But of course she meets this guy. Is this guy, you know, are they fighting for the same thing? Are they rivals? You know, what's going to happen here? So, gotta read the book to find out. Now, before I go any farther, I would like to thank viewer Jonathan for Venmoing me some coffee and peanut M&M editing money. That is what gets me through long, late nights of editing for not only this channel, but for my family channel, Life's a Whirlwind. Thank you again, Jonathan. So, as normal, we get a little conversation with the author. We get discussion questions. A lot of times they'll put recipes on the back. I really like what they put on the back here, a little history. I love history. This was perfect. I am so happy with this. Stay through the outro music and I will do a close-up of this so you can read it. We got a letter from the author, the quote card, the sticker to go in the little book passport. So every month we get one of these. And then, of course, the author signature sticker that I will place in the book. I like these because I get to pick where I want to put it. And, where do I want to, that's perfect. I will probably put it right here. That works. Crinoline Academy, Rules for Rune by Mimi Matthews. So she is starting a series, the Crinoline series. Her second book in the series is in final edits right now. I rarely do this. You guys that have been watching a long time know that rarely have I actually read the book and open the presents as I'm reading the book. Like, I normally don't have time for that, but you know, I couldn't resist. Like, the cover of this just drew me in, and I had just finished a book last night, even though I have multiple books that I was going to start right away. I opened the box and literally within 2 hours I started this. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we are already at page 225. So what am I thinking so far? So as I'm reading, it's like the prologue. It's like, it's not even like the first chapter. I didn't even pay attention that I was reading a prologue. And then after I finished the prologue, it's like chapter 1. And I'm like, what? So even in the prologue, the author has drawn me in to the point, okay, what's the backstory? Like, you know, where do these pieces fit in? Why is this happening? Who are these people? So hopefully maybe there'll be either some flashbacks, or they'll get into, I mean, at some point she'll have to explain why and what's going on. Like why the certain things are happening in the book already in the beginning. I mean, she'll have to explain it, but I hadn't got there yet. So page 25. Page 25 is in the first chapter, by the way. And we're going to start basically down here. Thrust his checkbook back into the desk drawer. He slammed the drawer shut. Haven't the good people of this city already done enough to clean it up? So you know I like to try and guess what's in here. You know, a checkbook. I mean, the only object is a drawer, which it can't be, and they're talking about a checkbook. So maybe, I don't know, some type of folder holder, like, I don't know, something that holds papers or something like that. So let's see. So I did take the plastic wrap off to make this go faster. It was shrink wrapped, but I've not opened it yet. And we have, I don't know, I can't tell. What is this? Oh, is it some type of binder or journal? Like, I love binders and journals. Like, what is this? Oh my God. Okay, let's take a quick look. Ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh, is this, it's like a folder. Nope. Okay, I'm actually going to open it and we're going to know what it is. It's magnetic. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. I did not see this coming. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guys, you are not good. Okay. I want to say, hey, make your guesses down in the comment. But there's no way you were going to guess what this is. Okay. So there's this little marker. Okay, let me give you a little hint. So you kind of, I've seen some of like these little advertisements or people trying to do this right now to help you save money. So this is what the checkbook comes into play. What's in here is supposed to help you save money. Oh my gosh, it is the 100 envelope savings challenge. Get out. Get out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is nuts, guys. So you've heard about this, right? It's you put a certain amount of money in an envelope at whether it's once a day, once a week, and then after a certain amount of time, you have saved up some money. So with this challenge, if I complete it, I will have saved up $5,050. So how it works, and you get to mark it, is you have these envelopes. So this envelope is marked with 1, I put $1 in it. This envelope is marked with 8, I put $8 in it. This one is marked 51, I put $51 in this. And all the way to 100, you know, I'm putting 97 in this, I'm putting 98 in this, I'm putting $99 in here, and I'm putting $100 in here. And when this is full, over $5,000 will be saved. That is nuts. So like I said, you get to pick, you know, is this once a day? I don't think I could do the once a day thing. I mean, $1 here and there, yeah, but once you get up to those higher numbers, and you don't have to do them in order. It's like, hey, all of a sudden I pull out my wallet and I say, oh, well, this is interesting. I've got $55 in here. Why don't I just go ahead and stick it in my envelope? And then I would come up here, I would mark off $55. Now I do like that they do explain it, and you know what, stay through the outro music. I'll put a picture of this and you can read it. I do love this because it has the date and let's see, the date, the envelope number, the balance, And then your notes, like maybe you can say where the money came from, you know, was it a birthday present, whatever. This is, oh my gosh, this is insane. And of course, you need to keep this in a very safe place, your safe, your fireproof box, whatever, because that's a lot of money. This is so cool. I mean, I would love to like give this as a Christmas present to my kids. Well, that was a wonderful place for my battery to die. I don't know what I was in the middle of saying, but right after the battery died and I was going to get the other one, I decided what I was going to do. We're going to start right now. We are going to start with we're going to start with number 69. Because today is June 9th. It is the day I received the box. It is the day I am starting this. So, went to my purse, and luckily I do have $69 in cash and a little bit more. I am one of those people that firmly believes you need to carry cash on you at all times. I've tried to instill this in my kids. They don't always listen because, prime example, okay, let's go with the most recent example. Western North Carolina is where I live. We were hit by the hurricane, Hurricane Helene. The flooding, it devastated this area. It just does not happen. And basically you could not there was no power anywhere for days, and then most places weeks, months. But anyway, for like the first week, you couldn't buy anything with a credit card. It didn't work. There was no internet. There was no Wi-Fi. There's just no internet anyway. You got gas, you got groceries, you had to pay cash. That's why I always say have cash. So anyway, I have $69, 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, 68, $69. And it is going into this pouch, which really got me thinking that, oh my gosh, when all these pouches are full, like they're really gonna stick out. Like it's gonna, because you basically have to roll. Like I've had to like roll it up in there. Let me see, can I do it this way? Maybe I can do it this way. Let's see if it fits this way. Yeah, see, it doesn't, it's not wide enough to go in this way. So yeah, there's a bigger, larger, where you're going to have 4 ones. It is going to, I'm going to kind of smush it here, like really crease it. It is going to make a bulge. Like this hurts, guys. Putting the $69 in there hurts. I'm starting big. Because I'm getting ready to go on a trip. I really needed that cash, but we're going to do this. Do I know what I'm saving for? No. I have no idea. But what I do know is I did go ahead and I used this little dry erase. I don't care how good your handwriting is. This is not easy. So I went ahead and put the date, the pocket, and I now have $69. And I just said the date started. Like, why did you pick $69? Because 6-9. There we go. Oh, and so I need to go down here, and this is exciting, and mark off. I have. So would you put an X or would you put a check? Well, it would look better and more uniform to put an X. Oops. But I'm checking it off. So we're going to put a check mark. And I also think, because I'm not sure how well this dry erase thing is going to work. Oh Lord, I already made an extra mark. So especially on the notes. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, since there's all these different pockets here, is I'm actually going to get a piece of paper. And I'm actually going to just go into more detail of what I've put here, just in case that accidentally gets marked on, and that way I have a hard copy of it. This is, oh, there's even a pocket here. Ooh! But of course, this is going right into the fireproof safe. So one of them. We have multiple. What a cool, awesome idea. The only problem is that with it going in that safe, I'm probably gonna forget about it. That is amazing. This box already, it just has blown my mind from the very first gift. All right, page 37. Okay, stop feeling it, Dana. You're supposed to guess. I like to read and guess. So page 30 is to have two so close together is pretty cool. So there's our sticky. Iffy reached for her glittering dragonfly pin. Yeah, this is definitely, that's exactly what that is. It's a hairpin is what was going on in the book. And no doubt. Oh, I like, oh my God. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I really do like that. Wow, these are really, that's like, they're really actually thick. They're not, they're kind of heavy pins. These are nice. What nice hair clips. Like 2 wonderful gifts. Okay, also, if you've been watching a while, following me, you know, and I say this in every one, that I use a lot of these book subscription boxes, the gifts, as presents for other people, unique presents. Well, so far, I'm keeping both of these. Alrighty, I have reached page 116. Let's admire this cute little bag. Alright, so before I get to the post-it, let me just give you a little update on the book. So I am really enjoying the book. There are times where I think, okay, we're moving a little slow here. Can we speed this up a little bit, please? But I am loving how the author has just nailed how society was back then, how men thought of women, what was correct, we'll say. And yes, I do talk in air quotes, even in my normal, like, everyday life. So, yeah, queen of air quotes here. I guess what still infuriates me, I'm so glad I didn't live in that time, is that women basically should not be educated. And their reading should be very limited. Like, women should not be bettering themselves. There's a quote in here where somebody said knowledge is power, and that is totally true. And back then, men didn't want women to have any type of power, and knowledge is power. And a lot of knowledge is learned by reading. All right, so let's get to page 116. Large sticky note. Catching the soft fragrance of her perfume, some maddening concoction of honey and blackcurrant. Easy guess, is this actually perfume? Could it be that easy? Or maybe some type of maybe air freshener? But the shape of the bottle, I mean the bag and the box that I'm feeling, could definitely be some type of just you know, some type of, it's a spell. Thank God. I'm so glad it's not perfume. Thank God. It is hand cream. I'm gonna get this wrapper off real quick because it's hand cream, and I will definitely be keeping that. The wrapper, normally wrapping has the ring light causes it to have a glare. So I want to get that off for you guys. Plus, I want to smell this. Anyway, why I said I'm so happy it's not cologne is I am very sensitive to synthetic colognes. I need like natural colognes. So if it was cologne, I was probably definitely not going. My gosh, why is it taking this long to get some darn plastic wrap off? Anyway, if it was cologne, I would definitely not. This is pathetic. I'll just do this side. I would not be keeping it. So we have honey and blackcurrant hand cream. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This container is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of some of the stuff I see in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I am all about hand cream. I put lotion on at least 4 times a day. At least. All right, please smell good. I mean, honey and blackcurrant. I got high hopes for this. I got high hopes for this smell. Oops. Oops. Why is everything so... Am I just getting so old that, like, all packaging is hard for me? Like, have I reached this level of aging? Okay. Oh. Okay. So, how thick is it? It is not thick at all. It is very watery. That's a bummer. Oh, you can... Wow. So smells have an after smell, you know, like aftertaste, after smell. So at first, very strong blackcurrant. Like that is all you can smell. But then the after smell, there's those air quotes, that's where you hit where the honey is. And actually, wow, I'm impressed. So normally, you know, that real watery lotion, like, doesn't really get the job done, does it? I'm rubbing in my cuticles. They're like really bad. But after you rub it in, it's actually really soft. Wow, and I really do like this. That's interesting. Now, so it is a little sticky. Is there actually honey in there? Because it is a little sticky. We are on to the final gift, page 249. I am really enjoying this book, and it's unusual for me to wait to open the gifts as I'm reading, because I normally don't have time to read the book, because there's other books that have trumped it. But like I said, when I opened it, I saw the cover, I read what it was about, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to start it right now. And that's what I did. Right before I got to the part that I'm at right now, I was kind of going a little slow, or there's added fluff in there I didn't think. It was stalling. The story was stalling. But me, you know, I'm always trying to figure out the ending. Unfortunately, that's how I am. Mr. Mouse Diva is like, why do you do that? Why don't you just enjoy the book as you're reading? And I'm like, to enjoy the book, I have to constantly be trying to figure it out. That's how I enjoy books. So anyway, let's get to 249 and our little sticky note. And it is right below. Miss Compton whisked open her painted fan. Well, this one's not hard at all. It has to be a fan. So, let's open up. What is this? Oh, is it wood? This is a painted hand fan. Okay. Let me cut. It feels like wood or very, very hard cardboard. One or the other. All right. Here we go. Oh, the back. It is. Okay. Are you going to open? It won't. Oh, there we go. I was opening it the wrong way. Okay. Here's. Oh, that was weird. Okay, let me show you. When you open it the wrong way, it is kind of like wood. You know, it won't open all the way. But watch, when you open it the right way, that's when you get all the print. How beautiful is that to just display? Oh, and it works. Oh my, it works. You know what I might do? So I'm getting ready to go on a plane tomorrow. And you know how times it can get a little stuffy? Oh, this is perfect. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. I am taking this on the plane. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And like I said, it kind of gets stuffy. Isn't that beautiful? All right, well, there you have it. Another great box from Once Upon a Book Club. So if you would like to save a little bit on a subscription to Once Upon a Book Club, there is a discount code down in my description below. Now, if Disney is your thing or Disney trading pins is your thing, please stay tuned. I have a series of mini vlogs showcasing all of my Disney trading pins, which I don't trade. I recently found them all and I'm going through them, and it is like Christmas because I had forgotten what unusual or cool, unique Disney pins I actually have. And I hope you'll want to see what I have too.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all around the world. Every city, every place.